Hey everyone, it's Jumpyman the Gamer here. Today is a bit of a different video. Obviously I'm not playing any games, as you can see. This is more of a personal vlog type of thing. Also really sorry for not uploading for so long, but this video is, well, if you've seen the title then you'll know why. Well, basically the reason I'm going to talk about the reason why I feel like demotivated to make videos recently is okay. Let's start with reason one is typically just like how long it takes just to upload one video. Either like even just like editing and thumbnails and stuff, it's just hours and hours of time. And then I look on like the results and stuff, and if we go on analytics, for example, where is it? Impressions. In this period, June 3rd of June to the 30th of June, only 12,000 people saw my videos. Now, this looks like quite a lot, and it is for my channel, but when you think about how many, like, literally millions of people have that use YouTube, that is not a very high amount at all. And it's like I put in all this effort, and then YouTube itself doesn't recognize that. They don't promote my videos to a lot of people, and then I'm here, and I'm wondering, what did I do wrong? Was there something I could have done better? And then I'm just constantly like putting myself into this bad like what's it? Bad state of mind. That's it. I'm constantly putting myself into that because I'm thinking, am I not good enough? If is what I'm doing not what people want to see? And then it just, I mean, my mental health isn't that great anyway, and just doing this, I don't think I'm gonna stop creating videos, but I don't know. I mean, what I just said is that it does almost like doesn't help like my state of mind. It just makes me feel worse, really. Okay. Point two is another YouTube point with the algorithm, and well, sort of with that, but the other half of that point is the way that YouTube seems to promote bigger content creators and the games they play, and they get significantly more views. And I understand why, because obviously no high quality videos, but at the same time smaller content creators like myself and many other people get swamped by the algorithm. Those videos don't get shown to people, and then it makes it really hard to get anywhere, especially nowadays with the sort of content that like the younger generation might like is more short form, especially with attention spans that over recent generations is lowering, lowering. It's It's getting harder to make long form videos and then people still want to watch them. Of course some people do, but you get my point. And then again, I've been doing YouTube for 4 years now, or is it 5? I can't remember. Anyway, 4 or 5 years, and I haven't really gotten anywhere, and I don't know what I'm doing wrong, to be honest. Again, that goes back to point 1. But really my point is that really to get anywhere on YouTube nowadays, you sort of have to, it feels like you have to keep like jumping through every hoop and then sit down, roll over, bounce the ball on your fucking nose. That's what it feels like, just to get around like community guidelines. There's like 100 different rules and regulations telling me that I can't put even a 1 second of copyrighted clip in, because otherwise they're going to take down my video, and not only that, they're going to for the whole video they might subtract all the revenue from that. I mean, I don't get paid for this anyway, but that's what it says in. It's what it feels like in the guidelines. It feels like what YouTube will do if I even put a toe out of line, and I don't feel like that's a very positive work environment, because this is sort of work. Well, it is technically for people who do this full time, but you know what I mean. For me, it is sort of work. It's not a very positive working environment where I'm fearing that if I don't do exactly what the YouTube guidelines say to the letter, that they might shadow ban my channel, or just straight up ban me for a certain length of time for even like minor infractions. And that's almost why I'm very careful about the type of thing I upload, because of that point. If I was making revenue from this channel, then I'd be even more careful, because you know, if that gets taken away, then you know, that's like part of my income gone, isn't it? And especially with people who do YouTube full time, if that gets taken away, that's like their whole like life, their livelihood. If they're doing it full time and they're earning like enough money to support themselves, and that gets taken away, like essentially like YouTube almost like destroying someone's life just for a minor like going against the guidelines, like in a very minor way. And okay, reason, what am I on? Reason 3, I think. Reason 3 is, again, going back to the previous point, is it feels like every time a new game comes out, and then within a day, that content's already been exhausted. Like everyone's already beaten the game. They've made like hacking videos. They've done lore about it, and then obviously those videos get all the views. And then when smaller creators play those games, they don't get the views because, well, people have already watched like 100 different playthroughs, maybe not that many, but you get my point. It almost feels like it's an uphill struggle, because playing major games as a smaller channel, you know that mostly everyone have already seen that game on a bigger channel. So why would they tune into your channel, right? It's like, and again, that goes back to a previous point, is why it feels like an uphill struggle just to even play like simple games, or like, simply upload stuff. Because of that, I get swamped by the algorithm, and the video doesn't get seen, and the people who've done really hard on it, that worked really hard on that video, it doesn't do well because of that, because it feels like the algorithm is doing it deliberately, like it's the way it's programmed, like it's actively pushing smaller creators out of the spotlight, because, well, the smaller creators maybe don't have like ads on the videos, or revenue coming from that, and so YouTube's like, well, we don't want you then, because you're not making us money, and so what's the point of you? It's what it feels like. Just every time I upload a video, that's what it feels like. Because I'm just sitting there on YouTube Studio on my phone, just watching it, because as I'm afraid that it's just gonna get like a copyright against that video, and then just restricted it, and it's been put into like over 18 mode, and then or it's just been completely hidden from view, just for like one tiny minor mistake. Yeah, and I don't think I'll stop making videos. Again, back to the first point, it just doesn't make me feel good about myself, really, and my mental health isn't that great, as I said. I'm not in a good place most of the time. I try to make it seem like I am, and mostly because I don't feel like I can talk to anyone about what I'm going through because of that. Because I don't feel like anyone actually gives a shit about me, to be perfectly frank. I don't feel like I'm worth something, or that I have any internal value because of that, because people do not care. They don't listen, because it's almost like an inconvenience to them, that the thing that I'm going through is somehow a problem to them, and that I should just sit down and shut up. Basically, is the attitude I'm getting. And then that makes it worse, because I feel alone, really. I don't feel like I have anyone to talk to, really. And again, all of these factors is really not helping me, like, in the slightest. And yeah, I don't know what to do, really. I've got all of this, just like all these things just coming down on top of me and weighing me down, and I don't know how much more I can take to be honest. It's getting like so bad that even at night I'm just constantly thinking about every mistake I've ever done. It just all comes back, and it makes me feel even worse. I feel like a failure. Like whew, really did need to get that off my chest. Yeah. Anyway, I think that's all I really wanted to say. Thank you all so much for taking the time to watch this video. And yeah, just thank you, really.